Roshaan, can I get a glass of milk?
Sure. What? Is that what I think it is?
A Milky Way?
No! The Milky Way!
Wait, why don't you show me the Milky Way?
Here we are on our rooftop, and now let's take a look at the Milky Way. It was supposed to be here, the Milky Way. I somehow not able to see it.
So, what do we do now?
So I think we cannot see the Milky Way from my city of Lahore, by the way, because there is so much light pollution. You can see the lights of the city creating a glow in the sky. And so that's why I think we cannot see the faint band of the Milky Way. And so in order to see the Milky Way, I think I have to go outside of the city. I have to drive my way outside to a relatively dark site where I can see the Milky Way. I think I know what to do.
Okay, but please send pictures.
All right, so we are currently on our way to a dark side away from city lights in the hopes of seeing the Milky Way with our naked eye and trying to capture it with our camera. So we're en route, and I'll talk to you when we're there.
2 minutes later.
So here we are outside of city lights where light pollution levels are drastically lower. We're in the middle of nowhere, and from here the sky actually looks a little bit darker compared to city lights. And so I can actually see in the sky the constellations Sagittarius and Scorpio. And between them, I can see this very faint cloud, almost a gray colored cloud rising above the horizon between these two constellations. That is the Milky Way. Isn't that amazing? And so again, we should check our hopes. Even from this relatively darker location, we can only see the Milky Way as a faint object. To see the Milky Way in all its glory, we have to actually go to sites that are much darker.
If you look up on a clear night, far from the city lights, you'll see a soft river of stars spilling across the dark. We call it the Milky Way, but in Urdu, we call it something much older than the language itself, Kehkashan. Long ago, before Pakistan, before Persia and Arabia, there was a fire god named Wahan who lived in the cold mountains of ancient Armenia. One winter, his people were starving and cold. So Wahan did what only a fire god would dare to do. He flew to the kingdom of his enemies and stole a bundle of straw to keep his people warm. He ran across the sky so fast, so desperate, that the straw slipped from his arms and scattered. And wherever it fell, the stars caught it. The story then traveled in whispers from Armenia to Persia. The Persian poets that heard this made it into a word, kah, meaning straw, kashan, meaning one who drags, one who carries, kehkashan, the straw carrier. The Arab scholars heard it. They called it Darbul Tawana, the road of straw, and carried it across their trade routes from Baghdad to Bukhara, from Samarkand all the way south. And when it arrived in the Indian subcontinent, in the languages of the Baloch people, in the valleys of Sindh and Punjab, the sounds shifted and settled. Kahkasha became Kehkasha. So the next time you look up at the Kehkasha, the road of straws, know that you are saying a word that has crossed mountains and deserts and centuries to reach you.
Wow, those are amazing stories. So, through them, we saw how the Milky Way looks like, but what exactly is it that we are looking at? At first glance, Milky Way looks like it is a flat ribbon across the sky, but is it really shaped that way? The Milky Way is actually shaped like a giant disc-shaped galaxy. The reason why it appears as a thin band to us is because we are living inside it. From our location, we are looking at the galaxy's crowded plane. We are seeing it edge on rather than from above. But Kainatis, this is our home. When you look at the Milky Way arching across the night sky, you are looking through the disk of our galaxy, which is home to billions of stars, including our Sun. But Milky Way is just one galaxy. In our universe, we have billions of other galaxies out there.
You already know that Milky Way is not the only galaxy out there. Even with a small telescope, you can see many other galaxies in the sky. Galaxies can be of many different shapes and sizes, but they appear as faint smudges. And remember, each smudge is the combined light of hundreds of billions of stars, just like our Sun. One of the most famous galaxies out there is Andromeda Galaxy. It is one of the most large galaxies to our Milky Way. And it looks absolutely fantastic. Through pictures taken by touching a camera to the telescopes or even through cameras alone. And remember, Andromeda Galaxy is also home to hundreds of billions of stars, just like our own Milky Way.
And there you have it, the Milky Way, our cosmic home and one of the most beautiful sights in the night sky. Whether you see it as a river of stars, a celestial pathway, or a giant spiral galaxy, it is waiting for you overhead on the next clear night sky. Tell us in the comments if you're able to spot it from your home. And by the way, look out for monsoon. Those rainy clouds can ruin your chances of seeing the Milky Way, so be aware of them and keep looking up. Until next time, bye-bye.